What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I'm going to show you something that broke Friday, but I guess it just made news yesterday with all the details coming out. You see this guy right here? This dude's name is Ren Prairie Roca. He's age 37. From somewhere out there in Arizona, we'll say Phoenix, Arizona, where this supposedly took place. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy ran up in a house, broke into a house wearing a mask and having a gun around 3 o'clock Friday afternoon, right? He kidnapped a 75-year-old woman, took her vehicle with her in the back seat, roughed her up, killed her boyfriend, and drove from Phoenix all the way to Pierce, Arizona. In fact, outside of Pierce, Arizona, to a abandoned trailer where he was involved in a standoff that took hours and hours and hours for police to get him. Take a look at this story and we'll come back and talk about it, man. Besides what he did, it's something I want to talk about, the situation where this guy just got out of prison in August. And take a look at what they charged with him with, how much time he got. This guy, why did they even let him out? Look.
This video showing Ren Prairie Roca being taken into custody. The end of an ordeal that started nearly 24 hours before.
It was weird. You don't expect to see something like that out here in the desert.
Cochise County deputies say that Roca broke into a home in Pierce on Friday wearing a mask, kidnapped a 75-year-old woman, and drove her away in her car. Deputies say that woman was able to escape and call 911 and told authorities her boyfriend should be at home. When deputies got to the home, they say they found a 67-year-old man shot dead. The situation that started in Pierce, about 3 hours southeast of Phoenix, ended in a barricade situation in the Sunny Zona area, where Roca was found in an abandoned RV. Cochise County Sheriff Mark Daniels says this wasn't Roca's first run-in with law enforcement.
He's got a very violent past. He just got out of prison in August and obviously staying in our community.
Arizona's family found prison records showing that Roca was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in 2023 and recently served an 8-month prison sentence. He was already a prohibited possessor when that charge happened, meaning he had been in trouble with the law before then as well.
Hey guys, that's the story of this guy, and I'm reading this article from New York Post that has a lot more information that fills in a lot of the blanks as the questions of why things happened and why this man was killed. Check this out. It says a gun-wielding maniac is behind bars after he allegedly kidnapped the elderly Arizona woman whose boyfriend was found dead after a terrifying home invasion that led police on an hours-long manhunt. Ren Prairie Roca, age 37, was arrested Saturday afternoon after a 75-year-old woman reported that she was taken from her Pierce home by a masked gunman around 3 o'clock. So it wasn't in Phoenix, it was in Pierce. On Friday, according to the Cochise County Sheriff's Office, police says Prairie Roca was wearing a ski mask and dark clothing when he entered a workshop near the back of the victim's home and forced her inside her home at gunpoint. He then restrained and blindfolded the senior victim before shoving her into the backseat of her own car and driving off, cops said. The woman told police, she told deputies that she heard several loud noises in her home, which she shared with her 67-year-old partner shortly after being restrained. The victim managed to escape from the car and flee to a nearby residence where she called police just after 8 p.m. The woman, who suffered minor injuries, was treated at a local hospital, asked deputies to notify her boyfriend of the situation, said police, who later found a man's lifeless body inside their home. The man's name has not been released. Authorities took Prairie Roca, who was shirtless, into custody after a barricade incident Saturday morning near Cat Claw Road and Arizona Highway 181, roughly 50 miles north of the Arizona-Mexico border. Situation left neighbors, residents sheltered in place for nearly 3 hours, police said. So basically, the article explains it. It was a home invasion. He ambushed a woman. I guess, of course, she was in the workshop, blindfolded her, took her in the car, then raided the house. You know, after he got her inside the thing, I'm more than sure he asked her who was in the house. But either way, man, he went up in there and killed the old man. She didn't even know the man was dead. She heard all the going back and forth. She couldn't see. She was, incapacitated. Then luckily she got out the car and ran. You know what I'm saying? Could have been worse. Guy roughed up a 75-year-old woman. That's the thing, man. These people be out here preying on people like it's nothing. Now, this guy just got out of prison in August. And that's the big thing. He had an aggravated assault charge from 2023. Only got 8 months in prison for that. Got out in August. Wasn't even, 6 months? And he did some crazy shit already. They send him back. Did you see his face when they was sitting there? He just sitting there breathing in the air or acting like he having some type of withdrawal or something. Either way, man, his dumb ass shouldn't even have been out. Nowadays, man, people will take a human life like it's nothing. Over just wanting something or just feeling like they have to take something from you. It's crazy. I never seen so many people where it's so easy to run up in somebody's house. I mean, think about that. I mean, he saw the woman. I guess he's seen her. She was old. He probably was like, oh, I could take whoever's in there. And he did. And now he'll go back to prison, get some time, probably get out later on. Again, take a deal, because I think he took a deal to get that 8 months. Of course, they said assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated assault at that, when you viciously beat somebody up, I guess with something in your hand, and they only gave you 8 months, you took a deal. They need to stop giving deals to violent offenders and stop giving them bond and stuff too. You see that all the time. People do some of the craziest stuff. They end somebody's existence and you still give them a chance, whether it's slim or not, to get out of jail and have freedom prior to them going to trial. If they go to trial, because they're always offered deals. You could do some of the most craziest stuff. The guy that, what's his name? Did that terrorist thing out there in New Orleans, right? Sham said, Dean, if he had lived, they'd have probably gave his ass a deal. That's the thing that's crazy. They always giving people deals that don't deserve to even be breathing after taking the lives of somebody else. And speaking about that, guys, I wanted to tell you this. I went to the gas station, right? And I know one of the clerks over there. She's from New Orleans. She says, I got something to show you. She showed me the actual video right after it happened when this guy ran down Bourbon Street going 85 miles an hour in his car, in his truck, and ran these people over. It was unedited, showed the bodies, showed them on the ground. I mean, right after it happened, before police could even get there and get to everybody. Man, there were human heads on the ground and body parts strewn all over. You know how hard you gotta be going in a car to hit somebody to knock their head off? And this guy did this. And it's like you got a bunch of lunatics out here doing stuff. Then when they get caught, they look like your man right here, stupid as hell, blowing in the wind like they just taking it all in. Why are they even alive? Why are taxpayers paying for this shit? Somebody's paying for his meal right now. Think about that. And his dumb ass is locked back up, and he's worth $30,000 to $50,000 a year in incarceration fees, to where somebody gets paid for that that's in the jail. It's crazy. Maniacs make money for people in higher places, no matter what they do. And that's the big thing. That's why a lot of the justice system won't ever get changed. They'll probably say, oh, it would take years to go through all of the different laws and mandates. No, it wouldn't. Just cut some of that shit out and change it. You know what I'm saying? We got all these scholars and all these people that are in depth with the law and stuff, start changing the punishments. Start changing a lot of things. And it should work always in the on the side of the victim more than the criminal. Look at some of the stuff now, man. These dudes are doing some of the craziest shit and getting out 2 or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? If you in jail 2 or 3 years, go quick. Trust me. Couple months, you get complacent and you get in the routine, and your time will go just like that. Next thing you know, you'll be out. And then when you come out and you come back to the real world, you say, damn, it wasn't that bad and all this other stuff. You forget everything that you went through in jail because you wasn't in there long enough. But see, jail is not for everybody. These people were minding their business. Here come this fucktard, run up in their house, slap the woman up, kill the man. And now he gets to go back and eat ramen noodles and watch sports and do all the shit that he did when he was in there before. That's the part. That's the greatest crime right there. Why is he breathing? I'm more than sure if he had took off with that chick in the car, you know what I'm saying? She wouldn't have survived neither. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.